And then when we crossed the finish line, they actually told me that like I was their motivation because like I had passed them and pissed them off. And they're like, I'm gonna fucking catch them. And
it worked.
They never caught me, but he's like, I'm glad you did that because like that motivated me because I wanted to start walking. But like I saw you pass me and I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm gonna get him. So I just chased you the whole time.
See, that's the best way to do it. If you don't like make it a problem or something,
I'm not stopping.
Use it for like the silent motivation. Even if you're like hating them a little bit,
That's
but
fine.
at the end be like, I hated you, but hey, that worked out. Hi, I'm Miranda, and this is Nick.
Hello.
Welcome to the Ranting Podcast. We're back for episode 77. How fucking weird that I'm on the odd numbers now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen monthly.
Oh,
now that you're doing Rants on the Rocks,
I
it's
want to
gonna
go
throw you off.
back.
I mean, you will in a month.
I'm going to go back and then I'm going to cut it off. I don't know.
You just gotta make it regular episodes now.
Something.
Every
yeah. Week. I don't know. A little part of me like does miss doing the Rants on the Rocks every week. It's just.
Well, if we end up doing this full time eventually.
I mean, yeah.
Could do it weekly.
I definitely need
I would love to do that.
Yeah, outside of tax season, I can get back into it. It's just like I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it takes you several days to put one together.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like if I'm, at the office all day, then I don't really have time to sit and watch a documentary multiple times.
It would be cool though to bring that back like a weekly basis.
Yeah. I know I was kind of thinking about like how before when I did like themes and stuff and I was like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah. Like the Halloween one, right?
Yeah, I did the Halloween
Christmas,
one, and then I did kind of like that lies and deceit theme. I think it was like September or something like that.
That'd be cool to bring that back. You could have like monthly themes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I don't know. If that happens, then like my Rant Files episodes are going to be done though. I'm not doing both every week. That's fucking insane. Okay. There's no way. So it's going to have to be either or.
I thought we would do 3 still.
No. What? Okay. No, that's so much to do.
Okay.
That's a lot of brain power. I don't have it.
But if we're doing it full time.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see where the wind takes us.
I would hope that if it gets that far that we have somebody that helps come up with ideas because
I don't think
I
ideas.
get writer's block a lot.
Oh, I mean, that wouldn't be a thing with the documentaries.
No, not so much. But that's why I'm saying that I like those because I feel like then I have something to like, okay, there's this thing and like I want to get this information and then I just do some research and da-da-da. I don't have to like pull some shit out of my ass.
That is good though, because I'm better with the Rant Files where I'm actually like I can build an episode in an hour. You know what I mean? Be super creative with it and throw some different stuff in there or whatever, like test different segments or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's fun, but then you don't really like it because like...
I mean, it's not that I don't like it. I just definitely have a harder time with it than you do because like, I mean, I started off doing the, like the research side of it.
Exactly.
And like having,
maybe that's what we do though.
Based off of
is
that.
we lean on those strengths because like you, especially like not only do you cover the documentary like very thoroughly.
Yeah.
But you do the additional research as well.
Yeah.
Which I think is like the last ones that you've done. Maybe not so much. Well, even with the holiday ones and the ones that had themes.
Yeah.
Like you took it a step further. Which I think
did my fun facts.
Exactly. Yeah. So you always take it a step further. So if it's a documentary that came out, a year or two ago or whatever.
Yeah, I try to like
my
find
questions,
some updated info.
Yeah, my questions usually like, well, okay, what's happened since then? And you usually have an answer for it. So you're definitely better at like the research part of it. I think that's why those episodes come out so good.
Maybe.
That was crazy though. Our first big episode that got hits was the Jussie Smollett one.
Oh yeah, it was. That was for a long time.
That was a
that was
documentary
the
one.
only one that it was sitting at like it was a little bit over 200, I think, and we were like, oh my god.
Yeah, people really like that one.
Yeah, even that we were just like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
I think that documentary just came out shortly or like around that point, right?
Yeah, so. I think it had. Yeah, I think it was still pretty new because my brother had told me about it.
Yeah,
and then that's when I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it. Yeah, and then that's how that.
And also, happened. We were talking about introducing the. This is something else we could do. Is instead of your rant files, you could always do a. I don't know how you'd want to do this. We'd have to do it weekly, and then it would have to be full time. But the show. We were talking about doing a show.
Yeah.
And keeping it up weekly. And then you could do your Rants on the Rocks, and then I could do 2. And that could be our
in order to do the show, we need to find a show that has some longevity to it.
I agree. I 100% agree. And I don't know. And I'd like to hear from people on this because it's something I can't really conceptualize is like, you brought up an idea of going with a show that's already been running for a while and like reaching back.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like that's gonna like resonate with people. I don't know if people want to see that. They probably want to see like what's happening now. Like what are these people up to now?
I don't know.
Because you got to think about what's that show that you watch with the Mormons?
Sister Wives.
The Sister Wives, and then you always complain that like they're 6 months behind or whatever.
Yeah,
this is comparable to that.
But I mean, people still watch the show. I don't know. I mean,
so I'd be willing to, interested to see what people.
I'm always down for a Sister Wives rewatch.
Oh, I'm not doing that. No, it was just no. No. Don't misunderstand me.
So
I'm
then
not doing
what?
that. No, we were talking about doing a competition show where we talked about this several times now.
I mean, yeah,
where
I guess
you
we just
do
have
like
to
the drama side and I do
on...
the competition side, like Survivor or what's the one that we were just talking about? The House of Villains. Yeah, that one I think people would like. I don't know if we would want to go with like, what is it, the challenge? Is that what it's called?
Is that still on?
I don't know. I thought so. Or like Survivor or like those are kind of, I mean, there's a lot of new things like Traitors.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever seen Traitors, that's I like it. I like that show. And then even House of Villains, there's a lot more drama.
I think I like House of Villains more than I like Traitors. It took me a really long time just to fucking get Traitors.
Oh, I know. It took like a whole season for you. Every episode for a whole season.
I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand. I was like, why? How don't you understand? And I would explain
to be fair,
it.
I think like half the time I wasn't even watching the episode.
I know. And I would try to explain it, and then I'd be like, so do you get it? And then you'd be like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And you just like shut down. And then we watched season 2, and I was like, do you understand it now? And you're like, oh, I think I get it. And then, whole season. Whole fucking season. But that would be a good one to cover because I think that would be, we could definitely talk about, I could talk about like the competition side and you could talk about the like drama side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be kind of interesting.
Maybe, I guess.
I'd be down for that.
I don't know. I mean,
we got to come up with a name for that episode. It wouldn't be Rants on the Rocks, right? Because that's you retelling.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have to come up with a name.
I don't know. I'll have to figure something out.
Yeah.
Just let it be the ranting podcast episode. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck ever.
Oh, God. All right, what you got?
Okay. Well, I don't remember how I started this at. Did I already say I hope everybody tuned in yesterday for the March Rants on the Rocks episode?
I think we said that off the mic.
Is that how I got into this?
Might have been.
Okay. Well, I hope you all tuned in yesterday for the March Rants on the Rocks episode.
Yep.
And if not, that's okay.
That was yesterday being 25 March.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Yep. 25 March is when your Rants on the Rocks launched. Yep.
And again, we covered the Netflix documentary Escaping Twin Flames. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you checked it out, thank you. If not, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's fine too.
It's a wild story.
Yeah.
Fucking cults, man. Fucking cults.
That's all right. But yeah, you know what I did realize like 15 minutes ago when I was putting this together is that I went to both Michael's and Hobby Lobby today and I didn't get anything to craft.
Oh, I thought you went out for crafts.
Yeah, I just bought stuff for the kids.
I mean, spring break.
Fucked up.
I mean, they're not closing.
I know.
Right? Yet?
No. Oh.
Hopefully never.
Ouch.
I don't know.
No, I just thought about that when I was doing this, and like I was trying to reflect on what I did all day. And then I was like, damn, I was so excited to go and get stuff to craft. And I walked all around those fucking stores, and the kids picked out all their stuff, and then I left with nothing.
I feel like that's spring break, though. That's very much the tempo of spring break with kids. So
I know.
You can always go back.
I should have let Nigel. He was trying to buy one of those things.
Oh, God. He wouldn't.
And I know I was like, that's not what you think it is. And he was like, but I want it. Can I buy it? Like, he's like, I'm gonna put it together. And I was like, okay.
He probably thinks it's just like snap-ins or like.
I think so.
And you have to like
I was
glue
like,
all that
it's
stuff.
not Legos.
Yeah.
But then at the last minute, I was like, why don't we put that back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now I'm kind of like, should have just got it.
Oh, well, you can always go back. Just wait until spring break's over.
Right. Go by myself. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not even going to get anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Because those things are wild. Because, like, and I don't think you've ever talked about those or showed those.
I mean, not like a close-up
but
or
the
anything,
stuff behind you, that's all, you glued all of that. Like, you put all of that together.
Some of it you can, like, snap shit together. Otherwise, it's like a lot of super glue. Mm-hmm. Got a lot of glue on my fingers. There's a lot of glue on the table out there, too.
Obviously, almost 7-year-old is not going to be able to.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, honey.
It's me covered in glue.
Yeah, I was like, you're so cute.
That sounds like a nightmare.
No. It's like, I am iffy about giving y'all Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Not letting you do shit with glue. Like super glue like that. Nah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Ooh, that's funny.
God.
All right, are you ready for Rant or Rave?
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. So, like always, I've got 4 options here, and you can choose one or whatever to rant or rave about.
Okay. What you got?
I tried to get them pretty random.
Okay. Are these with a theme?
No.
Okay. Just random? Okay.
Yeah.
What you got?
So the first one is leaving an entire car space between you and the car in front of you at a red light.
Okay.
Number 2 is involving strangers to reinforce a lesson for your child. And then 3 is needing everything to feel perfectly aligned before taking action. And 4 is taking a rest day the day after having like a busy day out.
Oh, wow. I think that one stands out the most. They're all really good. But that one, like a rest day. So what do you mean? What's the event before the rest day?
Like if you were just out all day.
Okay. So absolutely. That is an absolute rave. Because I think everybody, even like vacations, like it's great to have, like you go on the vacation, then what do they say? You need a vacation after
From
the vacation.
The vacation.
Exactly, yeah. So I think that right there proves it. But even like a day out, so like, you know, some Saturdays, you know, we might go up the mountain or go to like whatever, right? We might go do something and we're out all day. And then when we get back, it's like the day spent. Like now we're going straight into showers or dinner or whatever. And then Sunday, like we do our podcast stuff on Sundays. So like that's a work day. So like it seems like on those weekends, it seems like we don't even get like any time off, you know, and we like our lazy day. You know, even if we miss it every once in a while, but still like having that kind of lazy day just to like reset and kind of just, you know, relax and everything. Not having that sucks.
Yeah.
So like having that, and I've always said like a second Sunday would be glorious, phenomenal. Yeah.
Not a second Saturday, so we can have
whichever. I mean,
sleep in extra.
Be the same thing, but yeah.
Extra. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be amazing to have that.
Yeah.
So that's a rave for me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, obviously, yeah, I think that's definitely a rave. I think obviously it was just kind of funny when I was like going through this. It was like for some reason I started thinking back to like when I was like a teenager and shit, and I'd always want to like be out and doing stuff. And like, I don't know if you ever got it that it was like you were out all day yesterday, you need to stay home or something like that.
Okay. Fuck that.
I think that, like, I mean, I don't think that lasted too long because there was definitely times when I was like, I'm gone day after day after day after day. But yeah, so like there was a period in life when I was always like, I can go, you know, but now, yeah, definitely after having like one day out, even half a day out, I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I had to wear my bra all day yesterday.
I think one thing that really helps, and we've try to make a point to do, is even if we go out for like, you know, a whole Saturday or whatever the day is, right? We always try to get back at a decent time, like in time for showers. So at least we still have like our night. I think that helps because I fucking can't stand that when like you're put in a situation where like, you know, you go out or whatever, right? It doesn't always have to be like with the family or whatever the situation is. And you go out and like, you don't get back until like, you know, 11 or midnight.
Oh yeah. And then you're like, okay, well now I feel like I need to just go to bed and
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's your Saturday. So like your day was spent out and then your night and then your
then
weekend's
now
gone.
You got Sunday where either you're getting ready to go back into the work week or like how we're doing like podcasts or maybe you're cleaning your house or whatever. Like
exactly.
It's always, I wish that there was more weekend.
I mean, yeah, I think everybody would appreciate that, but definitely a recovery day.
This isn't a foreign concept. What?
What was the one about involving? What was your thought process when you created the stranger teaching your kids a lesson? I like that one.
I don't know what made me think of that one. I know I had an example that immediately popped into my head. I don't remember how I came to this one.
I like it within reason. It can very easily, I mean, there's a very thin line in between. But if, so I've seen some people that have like problematic, or like kids that are struggling or something like that, and they got to put the fear of God in them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they use, if they got a cop buddy or something like that, you know what I mean? That is a strong lesson.
Yeah, like a scared straight type of shit.
That's a strong lesson.
That is, that's definitely like the extreme end of the spectrum, I guess.
Why is that extreme? I don't think that's extreme.
Of the scared straight situation?
What do you mean extreme?
That's pretty extreme.
Like using a cop to like scare your kid into.
Well, yeah, if it's like that bad of a situation, I feel like that's pretty extreme. Yeah. Whereas if you're just like,
that's fair.
Don't do what they're doing, or you know, like something like that.
Oh, so not involving a stranger, but just using a stranger.
Either one. Okay. It could be either like just kind of like, see, look at that, or whatever, or like maybe they see it, or there's a direct interaction or something. No, right. I don't know.
I think that's a tool that we use. I think parents use often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you'll see people, you know, I can't think of like a specific scenario, but like say there's something that involves drugs.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's a drug addict, or there's somebody's on drugs, or whatever the case is. Right. But it revolves around drugs. That's a very teachable moment that I've used with the kids, especially our oldest.
Or when people, I was gonna say with that, when people are riding around on motorcycles.
That one, I can't fucking stand it because like there's this one kid, and I think his younger brother goes to the same school as our oldest, and he'll pick up his brother. He's young too, but this guy's on like a it's kind of like a dirt bike, but it's smaller, right? And he has a helmet on. The older brother has a helmet on, but his little brother that he's picking up on this fucking dirt bike doesn't. And every time I fucking see it, I show the kids. I was like, do not fucking be that guy, because what that kid is saying right now is that he cares more for his safety than his fucking little brother. Yeah. And that's a piece of shit.
Well, then all those kids, there's like, I think at this point, there's maybe like 3 kids that have those kind of bikes, and they'll like ride up and down the street doing wheelies. Yeah. And I'm like,
see, that right there, that's a teachable moment, but for a different reason, because they're wearing PPE or personal protective equipment.
I will say that those kids, they do for the most part have the like helmets on at least.
Yes.
But I have seen them where like there's a kid out there in like a t-shirt and at least he has a helmet on. So I'm like, well, your head's protected, but fuck your arms.
Right.
But then there are kids like around here that I've seen that they do that like over on this street or even over here and stuff. But like especially when we're, you know, further away from the house. And that like whenever we see, like it's gotten to the point where Malachi points it out sometimes before I even do, that he'll be like, oh, they're not wearing a helmet.
See?
Like, notice.
Because we call it out.
No, that's not good, or something like that. And I'm just like,
exactly.
It's risky business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like, I mean, you could even take it a step further. Like, I mean, with those, I don't know. I don't want to downplay the situation because they could still get hurt, right? Like there was a kid behind our house that he was on he just graduated high school and he got that bike, but it was like a crotch rocket kind of thing. It wasn't like a dirt bike or anything. It was like a street legal, like it was. I think it was. I didn't
even see what kind of bike it was.
I thought it was
heard
like that.
It was a bike.
Yeah, I guess I didn't see the bike, but I know that his parents bought it for him or whatever.
It was like a graduation gift.
Yeah, and I think it was a bigger bike, like it was a street legal, like And he ended up getting in an accident behind the house, and he died.
Make it.
Yeah, he didn't make it. So like, but he was wearing his helmet and everything like that. So like that, it could still happen, right? Kids in the street doing wheelies, all this kind of stuff. But they have to ride somewhere. I would definitely prefer you ride somewhere in the dirt or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be nice if there was like a course that was more easily accessible.
Yeah, there is out east
something.
Towards Schreiber,
I know, but that's what I'm saying, like a little bit closer, so they don't have to go so far.
But at least they're wearing helmets.
Yeah, so that is a big thing that I do always point out, though, is like sometimes they'll, we always get into like a whole conversation about it of like, oh, well, at least they're, doing this or at least they're doing that. So like they're taking steps and like it's always a whole conversation based on whatever we're observing.
Yeah, right. But no helmet at all,
Oh yeah, those ones were just like
you're not gonna get a teenager to put on the knee pads and the chest pads and like all that kind of stuff. Like that's not cool, Yeah. But if they're wearing a helmet, that is a huge step in the right direction.
Oh yeah, that one I'm like, at the very least, they're protecting their heads.
Yeah, and the fact that our kids call that out, like, oh, he's not wearing a helmet, like that's what you want.
Yes.
So I can see where that's using a stranger as a teachable moment for your kids is. I mean, I think that's because you're not gonna get the point across to a kid in the same way if you don't have that physical. What is it? The physical thing to look at, right?
Yeah,
you could preach all day about wearing a helmet, wearing a helmet, and it's gonna go in one ear and out the other. Once they actually see it, right? Then you can be like, then if you keep pointing it out, then they start pointing it out, like, oh, that's not good. So then it's kind of ingrained in them. You know what I mean? So like that's.
Yeah. Has anybody ever like involved you in a situation where they were trying to teach their kid a lesson?
I think now that you've explained kind of the concept of it, I think 90% of the time you're not going to know your
I mean, even if they were like, oh, that gentleman or that man or blah, 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 or something like that, like anything like that.
The only thing that comes to mind is like when I was in uniform. That would be the only thing that they call that out or something like that. But that's not really, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But like when it comes to like negative things, like a teachable moment or whatever, I think 9 times out of 10, you're not going to know that you're the focus of it because they're just going to do it either in another car or across the street or whatever, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Or they see you on a screen or whatever, right?
Yeah,
so I think 9 times out of 10, you're not going to know about it. But I think there's a lot of those, and I think it's definitely worth the time. Because they pick up on things like that. You know what I mean? Like not just talking, but also like observing. Kids observe fucking everything. Like it's gotten to the point where like our oldest Malachi, he'll like point out things that I do in the car that I don't even know he watches. So like how I turn the windshield wipers on or how I turn the blinker on or stuff like he catches up on stuff like that.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he'll like call it out. Like, oh, how did you do that? So they're always fucking watching.
That's so funny that he does that. He doesn't say anything like that in the car.
He's always fucking watching. Always. Like, how did you do that?
No.
And that's why, like, once actually, like, he gets closer to the age of driving, obviously, I'll walk him through all that stuff. But it's good that he's being observant now.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, when, and that's why I think it's honestly, like, that teachable moment, now that I think about it, is, I think it's... How do I want to word this? It shouldn't be ignored. Because if we didn't do that, for example, right, and we didn't call out the kids that are wearing no fucking helmets, and we just treated it as just another day, oh, they're just being kids or whatever, guess what your fucking kids are gonna do?
Yeah, they're gonna think that's okay. So yeah.
So it's almost like that teachable moment it should be like a mandatory thing. Like you need to call that out.
I feel like there's so many like little teachable things, honestly, because you're like, hey, let me try not to raise a piece of shit and then let them go out into the world. So like literally everything you're like, hey, in case you didn't know before, like
everything can be a teachable moment, either good or bad.
I know, but literally everything you're just kind of like, did you know this before?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Have you seen this before?
Got to. Yep.
Like, let me make sure you know things.
Yeah, you got to, you gotta make sure they know right from wrong,
Yeah, but
and strangers is the way to do it.
Yeah,
because just talking about scenarios,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So with this one, the one that really like made me so there was two actually that immediately came to mind when I was thinking about this. So one was from when we lived in Germany and I was crossing the street to go to the school. And you know how there was that light there? Because obviously kids would cross there to leave and go to school and everything like that. And but it was like if there wasn't a lot of cars coming or anything like that, like you just wouldn't push that button because then it would stop up all the fucking traffic. Like if you could just get across really quick and there wasn't a whole crowd, you would just cross, right?
Okay.
So
not with the kids, but okay.
No. Well, I mean, yes.
Keep going.
So one day I was walking. I think I was going to pick up Nija from preschool, and I like stopped and looked both ways and everything. And there was this car coming. It was just one car. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for it to go. Like it's not a big deal. So it went, and then I crossed. And like the little light for the people to walk or whatever was still like don't cross or something like that. And then this lady had walked up with her son and she was like, no, we need to wait for the light to turn. That's what you're supposed to do. And I was just like,
you were that stranger.
I was like, bitch, I am an adult. So what are you talking about?
Honestly, and like, she wasn't wrong.
No, I mean,
that's
yes and no. I was like, I get that you're trying to teach your kid a lesson, but also I am an adult and I am capable of crossing the fucking street. So maybe let's work that into your teachable moment there.
That's not the point that she was trying to make to her kid, though. She's not going to be like, oh, when you're an adult, this is okay, but as a kid. So I think it's
I do that shit all the time.
I think it's a pretty solid teachable moment.
Yes and no. Like I said, I get where she was coming from. So that's why I was like, all right, girl, you do you. But really, like, just the way that she kind of said it was like, that's what you're supposed to do. And I was like, can you please teach your child the difference between being a child and being a fucking adult and being responsible for yourself and knowing how to look both ways before you cross the street? And also, when you get to that point, later on, let's talk about inconveniencing people as well, because the fact that I would have pushed that button and it would have slowed down any other cars that would have been coming, and I would have already been long gone past that fucking intersection.
She's just trying to keep her kids safe.
I know, obviously. That's why I was just like, whatever.
You're just spiraling.
No, I just, at the time, I was just like, all right, girl, whatever. It was just like the way that she said it. I was like,
oh, God.
Okay.
So you were actually used as a, yeah.
And then there was
a stranger.
Yeah. And then there was another time, I think this was also when we were in Germany, when we went to that the flu shot clinic thing it was like at the gym.
Okay.
And we had gone and gotten the flu shots and stuff, and Malachi had gotten his, and I was like, don't freak out, because I think we were going to try and get Nija to get his done. And I was like, don't freak out or anything, because then he's not going to do it.
Right.
And so like he held it together and he was like, that hurt. Like that didn't feel very good. And I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. And we were leaving and this kid was having a fucking time, like screaming, crying, like did not want them even coming near him with the needle.
Jesus.
And this nurse turns and looks at Malachi and she was like, see, he got his done. Why don't you tell him it wasn't that bad?
Oh, no.
And
oh, no.
Malachi looks right at this kid and he goes, it actually hurt pretty bad.
Completely missed the point.
I was like, oh my God. And she literally was like, okay. And I was like, let's
just get you out of here.
I was like, why would you pull aside some random ass kid and be like, tell him?
She had good intentions. It actually really hurt a lot. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, I about died.
That's awful.
I was like, we have got to get out of here, like, between. Because I think after that, like, I think Nija might have started fussing too. I don't even think he ended up getting his done there because we always had to get his done at the clinic.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like, just that. I was
That's
like,
rough.
why would you do that?
Yeah, that is rough.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's not what you want.
No,
and I wonder. I mean, that could be a teachable moment too. If you, I don't know if it works for every kid, and I don't know if maybe that parent was doing it or not. But like the reward that you implemented with like the whole shot thing and all that. Like if you get a shot, you get a big treat. You know what I mean? I think that was a game changer for them getting shots, and I wonder if like.
Oh yeah,
that mom could, or that parent, whatever.
If you're able to,
exactly.
Give them a real good reward.
Yeah,
we like froyo.
So so like that could be a teachable moment right there,
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point where like if we have to go to the doctor, he's like, "Am I getting a shot?"
Oh yeah. See, now he's like, See, now
and
they're
I'm like,
hoping
you need to
for
calm
a shot.
down. But
but I think it's definitely it's just free. It's almost like free material. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just walking through life is free material to teach your kids. And I think it should be fucking used. You know what I mean? Definitely. Stuff that like either, maybe like, I don't even know. I don't want to get too deep into that. I was going to say like things like you don't agree with. That's kind of, I don't know, a gray area. You know what I mean? But like things that are like, either like morally or ethically wrong or dangerous or life, whatever, right? Something like that. Maybe not like, I'm trying to think of an example of something like a pet peeve. Don't push that onto your kids.
Yeah, that's not fair.
But anything that's like dangerous or like could be life altering, stuff like that, like that's definitely like teachable moments in the wild with strangers is definitely a rave for me.
Yeah. I agree.
You definitely have to. What were the other two?
Leaving an entire car space between you and the car in front of you at a red light.
I kind of like that, but I can't go. I mean, there's not a whole lot there.
That shit drives me nuts.
Really?
It's so fucking annoying. Especially if they're at the front of the line. Move!
The front of the line. Like in the very front, like a first
car?
Yes. But there's no car in front of you.
I know. Get the fuck up there. Trigger those sensors.
Oh, I see. Okay. So those are two very different things to me, because if you're first in line, there should not be a whole car, because you're 100% right. And I think we watched like a documentary on this, or it was like a short. I don't know.
I sent you a video about it.
Like that.
That's like,
and those sensors.
Yeah, those cameras that are up there, they're not all to like monitor the speeds and shit. It's to monitor who's at the fucking light.
So that's different. Now, if there's a car in front of you and you leave space, there's a tactical reason for that.
You still don't need to leave an entire car space.
I mean, if I need to get out in a hurry, like I don't want to be fucking, especially like, so like not even just like I still call it tactical. So not even just for like I want to say threat, but I mean, both scenarios are the same thing. It's still a threat. But like if there's a car that is just not going to fucking stop, if I'm bumper to bumper, I can't fucking get out.
No, you don't necessarily have to be bumper to bumper. But if you're in a long line of traffic and you're like, I'm just going to sit back here. And if I'm sitting over in this lane and there's like a car and a half in that space,
that's excessive.
Fuck up.
That's excessive for sure.
I hate that shit so much.
That's excessive.
And people do it all the time here.
I leave enough space so I can actually get around you if I have to. So if like there's somebody that's like, I know that they're not paying, like because I always watch the rearview mirror, right? Especially when I'm with you guys. When I got you guys in the car, I'm always watching fucking everything, right? So like, especially when we're stopped at a stoplight or whatever, if I see them lights or that fucking car coming up too fast, I am prepared to get the fuck out of the way if I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if for some reason you just got to bug out of that situation, whatever the case may be, there's a tactical advantage to leaving the space. But a car and a half, that's fucking excessive.
Yes.
I mean, what, you got a fucking trailer?
I know. Like, I see this all the time. And like, so I'm definitely like, I understand your side of it where like it comes into play, but then there's other times where I'm like, we're sitting at this light for so long because you're a moron sitting all the way back here. Scoot up and trigger the goddamn sensor.
So that's different though because you're the first one in line. I don't know if those cameras pick up things behind it. It's not always.
I think it's like the first 2 or 3 that like so there's matter. Like a certain amount. Yeah, so that if it gets to this amount that it'll like trigger the thing to start changing it. Yeah. That's why there's so many times if you're just sitting in line and like nothing's happening and somebody inches forward a second and the light switches. Yeah. That's why.
Sometimes, and I didn't do this until you actually told me that. And that was pretty recent. That was the last couple of years, I would say. But I always, I guess I'll use the word judge. I used to judge people a little bit when they were like, we were both at the front of the line or like they were at the front of the line, whatever the scenario is, right? And like they move forward a little bit. I always thought that they were just getting, and I mean, this may be the case, but I just thought they were getting impatient.
Oh, that's like, definitely the case in some, but yeah.
But now, since I know that, and I know those cameras are actually looking for that kind of
movement.
That movement, now I'm like, I find myself doing it, but it's not because I'm getting impatient. It's because I'm like, maybe the sensor didn't see me.
Yeah, no, like if
so I move up a little bit.
Especially if I'm like if I'm the first car that's there and like the light just turned red, then I'm like, okay, I'll sit and wait. And I'll sit and wait. And then I'll notice like they're starting to get a line and we've all been sitting here for a minute. Then I'm just like, doop,
yep, exactly.
Give it a little doot doot. Yeah. And then like the light turns and I'm like, well, there we go.
Exactly. So like it's not, some people are actually doing it because they're like, okay, let's fucking go.
Oh, some people do it like a second after it turns red. And I'm like, okay.
Calm down.
Everybody needs to take their turn.
But I definitely do that to kind of trigger that to make sure that it knows that I'm there.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the I don't know if it's the same thing, but like anybody that's been in the military or in any kind of not convoy, but like a run, like a group run or whatever, you know, especially like garrison or battalion, or especially like if it's like a big formation. This kind of goes with the gaps, right? Is that it causes this accordion. We used to call it the accordion. I think it was the accordion effect, and there would be these big gaps, right? And then the people to close that gap, they would sprint, right, to catch up, and then everybody would have to sprint behind. But then once they caught up, then it would go down the line, and everybody would just fucking slam into each other, and then it would do it again. Like they wouldn't keep the proper spacing. So like I definitely get. I don't know if it's the same thing with this scenario, but it's kind of similar to leaving those like ridiculous gaps. There's not a whole lot of good, if anything, good that comes from that. And not only could it create like depending on the scenario, could create that like accordion kind of thing, but it could also cause like if everybody's doing that, half the line's not going to get to this fucking light.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
is that like especially when it's really busy and stuff? I'm like, if you would have just moved up, like an extra 2 cars could have made it through that light. Probably. And like it's backed up like 3 lights down.
And imagine if everybody did that. Yeah. We could have all made it. But yeah. I don't.
That's why like there's certain roads I do not drive on at certain times because shit like that happens every time. And like.
You just got to make sure that you're not. I know that's it's annoying, but in this day and age, you can't honk at people like that. You can't.
No, I never do. I just like look at it and roll my eyes, and I'm just like,
somebody could be having
mind your business.
Somebody could be having the worst day of their fucking life, or they're just crazy. Maybe they're ready to go to fucking prison, whatever, right? Because I've seen videos, especially in the springs. I don't know if it happens in like, I'm sure it happens in other places, but people just get out of their cars and start fucking shooting.
Oh yeah, people are nuts. So yeah, I don't like.
Some people are just ready to go to prison or ready to die, and I'm like, I value my fucking life.
I think some people
So like,
yeah, maybe.
I'm not gonna honk at you. I used to know. I used to
be big and bad for a moment.
I had this fucking relative that severe anger issues, and like would just flip people off all the time in the car.
That's risky business.
And then this, like I said, this day and age, like today, if you were in my car, like I'm gonna fucking cuss you out. You do that in my car because like if you're not ready to fucking shoot back, put your fucking finger down because that's the world we live in.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like road rage.
Yeah, people do definitely take it.
Yes, like you just
very far, very, very quickly.
So I have to, and I've especially recently too, with like more stories coming up and everything. Like I make a point to like, and I know there was one time in Sam's parking lot where like somebody was fucking pissed us off, right? And that
dude was a fucking moron.
He was, but at the same time, like. That always comes back like when I get frustrated in the car or get frustrated with somebody on the road or whatever, right? I try to go back to that moment and be like, that wasn't the right way to handle it, right? Because like, just wait, just be patient because that person, like I said, could be having the fucking worst day of their life and they could just come out and they could just fucking start shooting.
I mean, yeah, luckily he was just dumb.
Or maybe not even just shooting, but like somebody could end up fucking dying or going to prison or whatever.
Absolutely.
And you know what? This interaction is not fucking worth my time.
No, I agree.
Or my freedom. So like, I'm just going to fucking let it ride at this point. You know what I mean? So.
You're right.
That's what I think.
Okay.
What are your other two?
The last one was needing everything to feel perfectly aligned before taking action.
Oh, we don't have to do that one. You said that later.
That's fine. All right. Well, I've got my first. Am I the asshole then? And this one is titled, Am I the asshole for ditching my friend in an ultra marathon?
Okay.
Yep. I am a 22-year-old female who has a lot of experience hiking and for the last year has been training regularly to compete in my first 31-mile ultra marathon.
Oof.
Yep. The training was 2 to 3 short runs per week and a trail run on most weekends. 2 months before the race, one of my girlfriends decided she wanted to compete and push herself as well. I suggested that 2 months would probably not be enough time to train up her joints, especially when she often gets knee pain during hikes. But she decided to sign up anyways. As she was now committed, I tried to help her prepare as much as possible, suggesting that she comes on these trial runs weekly with me. However, she only ended up coming on 4 short trial runs and struggled a lot throughout them. As to my knowledge, she also didn't train her legs for knee health. On race day, I ran with her for the first 8 miles or so without issue. However, at mile 8, she stated that she needed to have a rest and walk. I did this with her for 15 to 20 minutes, then suggested we get back to running. At this point, she would run for 5 to 10 minutes, then walk for 5, saying her knees hurt too much. At this point, I said that I am leaving to complete this race as I've been training for roughly a year. I ended up finishing the race and she ended up disqualified roughly an hour and a half later. Once we met up after the race, she was complaining that we were meant to do this together and that it was wrong to ditch her when she was so exhausted and in pain. I want to make it clear that she was in no risk of danger. Everyone is required to have GPS trackers on them and other safety equipment. It's a requirement before starting the race. Now, every time we meet up, she makes it a point of saying how selfish I was and how much it goes against friendship values. To me, if she just trained properly, none of this would have been an issue. And she wasn't valuing the commitment that I made for the last year. So, was I the asshole for ditching my friend in the ultra marathon?
Before we go into it, run through the timeline one more time. She trained for a year. The friend trained for how long?
Like 2 months.
Okay, so absolutely not. One last thing. Verbatim, the question.
Am I the asshole for ditching my friend in an ultra marathon?
No, not at all. I don't think so, at least, because you dedicated a year of your life to this one goal. I think, in my personal opinion, you actually went above and beyond to not be an asshole because, like, if it were me and I trained for a year and you started walking, I'm going to continue running.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
You did not put enough effort into this. And I understand you wanted to do this and experience it and all that. That's great. I think the only thing that I would change, and again, I don't like going back and doing the whole, because we could do that all fucking day. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. So going back and doing that. But if that were to be the case, right, the only way that I would think that you would make it better is just making it clear to her that, like, yeah, you can come join me, but understand this is a goal of mine. I've been preparing for it for a year. So, like, if you fall out, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that could have made it better, just to make it a clear understanding. But, like, you're not the asshole because you spent so much time training for this.
I feel like, yes, that would have been kind of her to say that to her friend, but at the same time, I don't even feel like it's necessary. Like, that should already be implied. I feel it's a 31-mile marathon for somebody to be like, yeah, I'm just going to join in on this with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't join like a 5-mile marathon with someone and be like,
join a 1-mile marathon.
I would by myself. but no, the point that I'm saying is that if someone was like, yeah, I've been training, like, how long is a 5K?
That's 3.2.
Okay, but yeah, even that, if somebody was like, oh, I've been training for this 5K, I want to get this time and da-da-da-da-da, I can't imagine being like, yeah, let me come with you, and then not making sure that I'm training to ensure that you reach that goal that you started working on before I joined the plan.
Yeah, but
it's just so...
But it wasn't understood because one of the last things that the friend says to her, can you say that again?
Oh, yeah. She says we were meant to do this together, but
exactly.
That's not even the case.
See, that right there. Exactly. But she, for some reason, again, we're only getting one side of the story, but it seems like she was under the impression that, like, they were going to do it together. But I agree, though. You should have fucking known. I've been training for this for a year.
That's what I'm saying, is that I think it's completely unreasonable of that friend to be like, hey, my friend has been training for this thing. I find out about it 2 months ahead of time, knowing that she's already been training. And I decide 2 months out that I'm going to jump in on this and be like, yeah, we're doing it together. She didn't invite her to do it. She decided that she was going to do it. And OP was like, I don't think that this is going to be enough time. And she decided to go ahead and do it. Like, she was trying to tell her, I don't think so.
And also, what the fuck is the alternative? Both of us get disqualified?
That's what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? Like, for you to come in and try and like hijack this thing that she's been working on and then be like, why didn't you wait for me? You weren't even invited.
I'm trying, just to piss people off, I'm trying to find a way to make it logical that she would think this way. And I can't do it. I can't play devil's advocate on this one because I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking because, like, again, she trained for a fucking year. And anybody who has ever trained for anything knows how serious that is. To stick with something for a year for one goal is not a lot of people can fucking do that.
No,
right?
That really is like some serious determination and discipline, like all that stuff.
And you're just going to come in and shit on that with, well, why didn't you get disqualified with me? I know she didn't say that, but that's what fucking happened.
No, that's definitely the sentiment behind it. Is like, why didn't you forget what you were doing and fail with me because I didn't feel like it was important to prepare? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And I think it's incredibly selfish of your friend to behave that way.
I'm trying to think of a scenario where it would make sense, like putting myself into that position of the friend, not the OP.
Yeah.
I for a second I was trying to think of maybe if they traveled somewhere. You know, they live in New York, but they traveled to Los Angeles together and they wanted to go on this run or whatever. Like, even something like that. Even, honestly, even more so, I'm not falling out for you. Because I traveled, not only did I train for a year for this, but I also traveled across the country to do it, right? That doesn't even change the scenario. It makes it worse.
I can't imagine any scenario where I would be like, let me jump in on this thing that you're doing and honestly, then make it all about me.
I don't think the OP did anything wrong. I think she actually went above and beyond. I do judge her a little bit because I haven't done a 31 miler, but the biggest one I did. So, like, I don't want to say leisurely. It was forced, but I made it through a 12-mile run. But the only, like, I guess competition, I guess you would call it, was a 10 miler, and I placed like top 5 for that one. But 31 miles is way beyond me. But even the 10 miler, right, where we were actually going for like, because there was like medals. Actually, like the big coin I have in my collection, that's from that 5K because I got like top 5 or whatever. Even that one, I wouldn't have, if I was running with somebody, which I think I started with somebody, but like they stopped, I didn't stop.
Yeah.
Why do both of us have to be a fucking fallout?
Yeah, if you're not ready to stop, then you don't need to.
No,
if you feel like you can keep going, then keep going.
If you want a place in this, you cannot stop. Because then, like, that's the difference of, especially 31 miles.
Yeah, and you can't just be like, oh, I would have kept going, but my friend.
Every second you stop or you walk is another fucking mile that your competition gets on you.
Yeah. So like, yeah, no, that's what I was saying is that if it's something that you really wanted to place in, even when she did stop for that 15, 20 minutes with her.
That's huge.
Right there. That's like a whole mile right there, at least, depending on how fast you go. I don't know.
No, that could be a couple
like
miles.
2?
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know how fast people run.
I mean, if it's a 10 mile or a 10-minute pace. So every mile is 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So they could, but that's even like, that's a pretty good, like steady pace is that, right? So like that's your competition, you stopping for those 20 minutes, your competition, especially if like that's just like a casual runner too. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying is like, if you even wanted to place in the top 10, that could have just knocked you out right there.
It did.
It absolutely.
You're not stopping for 20 minutes.
There's nobody else is going to be like, let me stop for a long break.
No. Now,
like, why don't you just stop and have a snack as well? Jesus.
Yeah. Might as well smoke a cigarette while you're there. I don't fucking know. I mean, you're already fucking yourself. Like, why not? Because I
stop for a smoke and a pancake.
Yeah, exactly. That's a solid reference. But yeah. So I don't think. Obviously, I don't think you're the asshole. I kind of even judge OP a little bit for stopping, like what we just said. But she. That even actually goes in her favor, though, for this story, because she even went above and beyond to fucking stick with you. And then she even tried to motivate you to get your ass moving again.
That's what I was going to say is, like, in all these places, you were trying to be very realistic to your friend. You were like, hey, I don't think this is enough time for you to train. You invited her along with you to train. Like, I doubt that you were just completely silent about the fact that you were training and how often it was happening. Like, your friend can't act like she had no idea what all she needed to do to prepare for this. There's no way. There's literally no way for her to logically turn this around on you and be like, you're a bad friend. You messed up.
I think your friend is a weak body.
Oh.
And she needs to step up her game.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to step in the ring with somebody that's doing a 31 miler. Like, I don't know. And I was going to ask this to begin with, but I don't think it matters. That's why I didn't want to stop you. But Ultra Marathon, I'm not well versed in the marathon subcategories. Yeah. I guess you can call it. But you have like a triathlon is swimming, running, and biking.
Yeah.
This one is, what was it called? Sorry.
A 31-mile ultra marathon.
Ultra marathon. I don't know. Ultra marathon is just one long run?
It just says it's an introductory, supposedly, ultra distance race, usually held on trails with significant elevation gain.
Yeah. So it's like a cross country.
Girl.
Yeah.
And you were just going to jump in on that.
No, that actually sounds like what was it? Like a beginner thing? Mm-hmm. Because those go for hundreds of miles. They can. Like ultra marathons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how the other marathons are
broke. That can do those.
Absolutely.
My God.
I would rather, I mean, that's a different topic. Never mind. I would rather go for muscle mass myself. I wouldn't want to do something like that because, like, you're just going to be, like, skinny.
That's a
lot.
Well,
but that's not to downplay it at all because, like, that is something that I can't do. So I wouldn't talk shit on you for a minute. It's just not something that I would want to do.
I mean,
but I do think those, again, I'm not well versed in the whole marathon thing, but I think even the triathlons, I think they even get up there in numbers. Maybe not 31, but like 10 to 20, I would think.
They're pretty long.
It's like you got to run, you got to bike, then you got to you know what I mean? You got to swim.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Swimming, but anyways,
yeah.
But yeah, it's like they go like ridiculous miles.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the Ultra Marathon is pretty gnarly as well.
Yeah. So absolutely not the asshole.
I don't think so.
would
No.
say.
Did you get comments from Reddit?
I did.
Okay.
Yes. So this first one said, not the asshole. The fact you trained so hard and she made the race about her is not cool. You spent over a year training and she wanted you to give up all that hard work. And then this person said, I think this is worth reconsidering the friendship over if she refuses to let this go. Not only does she lack the self-awareness to realize she made your hard-won achievement you dedicated a whole year to all about herself, she clearly holds it against you, and a friendship like that has no real future, in my opinion.
Well, okay. That's fine. Again, people jump to, I mean, I agree with all of that, except for like the end. I wouldn't break up the friendship. Now, obviously, if she holds a grudge and like she just won't let it go, then obviously, yes, there's.
Well, yeah, that's what she's saying. Yeah, is but that like this I would definitely
don't nuke a relationship over this fucking stupid thing. But that's just my opinion.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
But then this last one said, if she says you were selfish to keep going, say, well, I think it's selfish that you didn't do the training you knew was needed, and then you wanted me to just quit something I worked towards for a year. This was obviously very, very important to me and not at all important to you, but you refused to care about that. It's really hurtful that you wanted me to throw away my hard work for the year just to sit with you. So
I think that's there's nothing wrong with that conversation. I think you need to have that conversation for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely say
just try to save the relationship.
Start with that last one. I don't think not every relationship needs to be saved.
I think
not every relationship needs to.
No, I don't think it needs to. Not every single
forever.
one. But I think this one, like, especially if they're super close, I think, you know, as long as she doesn't hold on to it, as long as she gets over it, you know what I mean? Like, you can't hold a grudge for this. Especially like
it sounds like she's on her way to it.
Thinking about it logically, she spent a year preparing for this thing. You said 2 months?
Barely.
Like, you got to get over it.
She barely
even gotta get over it.
Trained for 2 months. She said that she invited her on all these practice runs, but then she only went to like a few of them.
See?
So yeah, like
definitely never invite her again for sure.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be a big like strike in the like book for me against her.
I wonder if maybe it would motivate her to train harder next time. I would still say you got to do it on your own.
I was going to say I wouldn't even like go into another race situation with her, because especially if you start in on another one together, she's going to absolutely expect you to stay with her the whole time. So don't ever put yourself in a position where
I'm gonna keep going.
She's gonna expect you to minimize yourself to keep up with her.
That's funny though, because like
another
way to look at it too is that same 10 miler actually. Somebody was behind me the entire time, and I passed them, and then at the end of the race, I passed them like mile 2 or 3, and they were right behind me. You know, probably couple hundred feet probably behind me. And then when we crossed the finish line, they actually told me that like I was their motivation, because like I had passed them and pissed them off. And they're like, I'm going to fucking catch them. And
it worked.
They never caught me, but he's like, I'm glad you did that, because like that motivated me, because I wanted to start walking. But like I saw you pass me, and I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm gonna get him. So I just chased you the whole time.
See, that's the best way to do it. If you don't like make it a problem or something,
I'm not stopping.
Use it for like the silent motivation, even if you're like hating him a little bit. That's but fine. At the end, be like, I hated you, but hey, that worked out.
Exactly.
You know, like don't be a dick about it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know.
So that's something that I would have done in her situation, is I wouldn't have stopped. Like you can either keep up or fall out.
Yeah.
It's up to you, you know?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a bold ask of your friend to even like require. I don't even know if she asked you or just told you that she needed to stop, whatever. But either way, the fact that she automatically assumed that you were going to stop and sit with her every time. That's some pretty bold behavior.
My only reason for saying to save the relationship for this one is that if it's, so like in my mind, I feel like I have to explain this, right? In my mind, is this interaction happened, I don't know if you specified, but in my mind, right? It's kind of how we we kind of assume the gender. This is one of the things I assume with this story, is that this conversation happened at the end of the race. And the emotions were high and shit like that, right? If this happened like way after the race or whatever, and she's still holding on to a grudge, this is not a friend.
Yeah.
This is not a true friend. But if the emotions are high and it's at the finish line and she's just pissed off, I wouldn't nuke the relationship over that.
Well, she said every time we meet up, she makes a point of saying how selfish I was and how much it goes against friendship values. So this keeps coming up over and over again.
See, that fucking kills it for
I
me.
would definitely be like, I don't think that we have the same friendship values anyway. No. So maybe, maybe you're right. We shouldn't be friends.
I thought that this was a finish line conversation.
No.
I didn't know that it kept coming up.
Yeah.
That changes it entirely for me. This is not.
Oh, yeah. No, if it was a one-time heat of the moment conversation,
that's what I thought it was.
Then obviously, like, pump the brakes a little bit.
I didn't know.
But no, because she said at the end that it, like, every time we meet up, she didn't say how many times, but she said every time we meet up, that is enough.
Because now you're shitting on my goals, and no one's going to get in the way of that. So
well, yeah, like how
get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, it just starts to come off as like a little bit of like jealousy or her wanting to like kick you down a notch a little bit just to like
selfish.
Maybe
is
she
probably a better
thinks
word, no?
that. Well, I don't know if it's that like you're
jealous,
just doing something really good for yourself. Maybe you're in really good shape or whatever. And she's like, if I just knock her down a peg, then like I'll be that much closer to being what I don't know.
Get the fuck
I don't know the psychology behind it.
But if that's it, then no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like you need to either keep up or get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't know tell you. You know what I mean?
All right.
That was a good one. I like that.
All right. Are you ready for maybe it's not that bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Got 4 things, and you can decide whether they're not that bad.
Okay.
I tried to kind of like get more like concepts, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So the first one is the 2-minute or less rule, where if something takes you 2 minutes or less to complete it, just get it done.
Oh, God. Okay.
And then number 2 is outgrowing friendships.
Okay.
Number 3 is overpacking for a trip. And then number 4.
That is that bad.
Compartmentalizing different parts of your life.
Oh, God. The third one threw me off because that is that bad. That's you. I'll wait. Okay. So what was 1 and 2 again?
The 2-minute or less rule. And then
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
I've heard of this. I've never practiced it though. I've always liked the concept though, because the concept, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you have like a task list, right? And you're looking at this list and you're just overwhelmed, one of the tools that you can use is the 2-minute rule. I heard it like 15 minutes, but whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, matter. I think I've heard like different versions of it.
But the concept, right, is that if it takes you like a limited amount of time, right, 2 minutes, just fucking knock it out. I like the concept. I think it's definitely not that bad because if that helps you, it's just not what I use personally.
Yeah.
I do would precedence make sense here, right? So like
like importance.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's how I would do it. What's most important? What's not going to take the least amount of time? Because like what could take for me, the problem I have with this concept is that the easiest things could be a task that I need to complete like next week.
Yeah.
And the more complex thing. You know what I mean? So like,
that's fair.
I don't know. So I don't use it, but I don't think it's that bad because if that helps you chip away at your fucking mountain, chip away at your to-do list, then fucking whatever helps you do it. You know what I mean? I don't know what task is taking 2 minutes.
I don't know. I was trying to think of one. Can you empty the dishwasher in 2 minutes?
I don't think so.
2-minute increments.
But anyways,
I don't know.
The 2 minutes doesn't matter. It's just the 15 minutes or less or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's a solid concept. I just don't use myself, but it's not that bad.
Fair.
What was 2?
Outgrowing friendships. So like maintaining certain friendships through different periods of life rather than keeping the same friends forever.
I think, and I don't think I've ever talked about this, even off the mic, but I've had very close friends in the past, right? And I don't really have a whole lot of friends now. It's really just like family, right? It's just our circle. And I think the reason why I'm so, I guess, not protective, but like wanting these stories to just tread lightly before you nuke a friendship, right? Is to preserve the relationship because if you have, because I would love to have, and I guess we've talked about this aspect is like having like a close group of friends, you know what I mean? That we can kind of, they have kids, we can do things together, barbecues, just like a friend group you can trust, stuff like that, we've talked about finding that, and we haven't found it yet. So when I hear these stories about like friendships and they want to do stuff together and stuff like that, I think the reason why I advocate for them, I guess, to save it, is because not everybody has that. You know what I mean? So if you do have that, do everything you can to hold on to it. So I always vote for preserving friendships, but this is outgrowing friendships specifically, right? I think there are certain aspects where it does. Now, obviously, these stories that we go through, like Am I the Assholes and stuff like that, I know I tend to lean on like saving the relationship if you can. But for simply outgrowing relationships, I think that has a time and place as well. There's a time and place for saving, and there's a time and place for preserving or outgrowing.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily mean like you're progressing in life like differently than they are, just like that. Life takes you in different ways, and like you just don't. It doesn't make sense to like maintain that friendship anymore.
I think that is completely, not realistic. Is a better word. Completely acceptable. I think it is, especially if you're talking like early days. I'm talking like elementary school, middle school, high school, early days. Like unless you stay in your fucking. Let me rephrase that. Unless you stay in your hometown, which is okay. It's not fucking for everybody, but some people like to do that. I understand. Now, if that's the scenario and you stay close to the people that you've been, because I know a lot of people like that, that they stayed in the hometown, right? And then they're just all close together. They still do like Christmas together and all this crazy stuff. And that's awesome. That's great. But it's also okay to outgrow those relationships if you move away, because exactly like you said, life takes you in different directions. And I would say gladly, but I don't know if that's gonna be appropriate. Fuck it. I would gladly give up those relationships, those childhood relationships, stuff like that, to experience everything that I've experienced. I've seen the fucking world. You know what I mean? Like I've been all over the place, lived in different places, especially even like moving from like Wisconsin to like Vegas, right outside of Vegas. And doing a lot of time on the Strip and stuff like that. And, even like going to Iowa.
Just get all these different life experiences
Kansas,
and stuff
Germany.
like that. And
I lived in fucking Jordan for 30 days, for a month. You know what I mean? Like I've been all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
So like, I think about all of that and everything we've been through and all those life experiences and all the places we've been and things that we've done. And then I think about a scenario where like I would have stayed in my hometown and then not experienced any of that. Outgrowing those friendships allowed me to do all of those other things. So I think there's a time and place for it. And I think it's completely natural to outgrow those relationships.
I agree 100%.
Sometimes it's necessary to grow.
Absolutely. I think sometimes you have to get out of friendships in order to grow personally as well.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely think, especially having gone through like, the military lifestyle and stuff like that, I definitely feel like there was a lot of in different places where we lived or like different things that we went through within that, that there was like, we'd have like different friends at different times or something. And it's like everybody, we all like served what we needed to in each other's lives for what we needed. Yeah. And then it's almost like either we were forced to part ways or like we just kind of mutually decided like we're good now,
right?
Like I don't know how else to explain it.
I think it's completely natural.
But yeah, it's just it's interesting when you think back on stuff like that. But
I don't think, I don't know. And again, like I don't have like a close group like that. It would be cool, but it hasn't made sense the last couple of years it would have, but before that, 10 to 12 years right before that, it wouldn't make sense because we were constantly moving.
Yeah, everybody was always so in and out. You never knew like how long anybody was going to be around. And like, I think for me, it was definitely different because I was on like the spouse side of it. Yeah. So when like you were gone and stuff, I would have no choice but to lean on my friends a lot more. Yeah. So I think maybe that it's definitely different in that area, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's still the same. I still maintain that opinion that
absolutely.
I think we all did what we needed to for each other at that time.
And I think it would be different if, I guess you stayed in your hometown and you all went through the same chapters in life at the same time. Mm-hmm. That would be the only, like, I guess, caveat you could call it, is like, but still, there's so much growth that happens outside of your hometown. Yeah. You know, there's a whole world.
Yeah. You know? I definitely don't think that I know for a fact, like, I just wouldn't be at all the person that I am if I hadn't
completely different.
Left my hometown or subsequent small towns that I lived in.
You know what this ties back to?
The butterfly effect?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Well, imagine, and that's not even like a minor change. That's a massive change, and that changes everything. Yeah. You know, that's a crazy concept. But I think to get back to it, though, I think it's definitely it's not that bad. It's definitely not. Mm-hmm. Outgrowing relationships is how you grow. Mm-hmm. You know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What was number? Hold on. There was 3 I wanted to pass up because it is that bad. What was number 4?
Compartmentalizing different parts of your life.
Like how? How do you mean?
So like keeping certain things separate, not like mixing in different aspects of your life.
Well, I know what the term means, but so I don't know. Like what? Like, would you have an example?
Use like it not sentence. Mixing your friend groups.
Oh, this could get complex. You should save this one.
Okay.
This could go on for a while.
Okay.
Because there's, again, time and place.
Yep. I agree. Okay. Well,
Am I
then,
Am I the asshole number 2?
Yes.
All right.
This one is titled, Am I the asshole for stepping down as best man because I can't afford my brother's bachelor party plans?
What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Okay.
I, 26 male, am supposed to be the best man for my older brother, 29 male, this coming month.
Holy shit. Okay.
I love him, but he has always had champagne taste on a tap water budget, and he's obsessed with projecting a certain lifestyle on Instagram. Last night, he called an emergency Zoom meeting with the groomsmen to discuss his bachelor party.
Emergency.
I assumed we were going to rent a cabin, grill some steaks, and maybe go to a local brewery. Instead, he shared his screen and presented a literal PowerPoint for a 4-day VIP bender in Las Vegas. The plan includes splitting a penthouse suite, booking premium bottle service at 2 different nightclubs, and renting exotic cars for 1 afternoon. After the call, he emailed us a breakdown of costs. My share of the weekend, not including my own flights or gambling money, came out to just over $3,500. To make it worse, he also included a mandatory squad uniform in the budget. He wants us all to buy matching maroon velvet blazers and wear these incredibly tacky, oversized novelty roulette watches so we look like absolute legends walking around the casino floor. I literally cringed reading the itinerary. The absolute irony here is that while he's demanding his friends max out their credit cards to fund his influencer fantasy, he's notoriously cheap when it comes to his own wallet. His fiance has mentioned before that he spends a lot of time trying to source the cheapest possible items online, and that he recently ordered bulk groomsmen gifts from Alibaba to cut costs. So it feels strange that he's comfortable asking us to spend this much. I called him privately after the meeting and told him there's absolutely no way I can afford a $4,000 weekend. I work in logistics and I'm trying to save for a house. I don't have room in my budget for a trip like this, especially not on short notice. He blew up at me, saying I'm not supporting him and that this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. He said as best man, I should be helping make it happen. Now my parents are telling me to just put it on a credit card and deal with it later because it's your brother's wedding. I told him.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I told him if this trip is mandatory, I may need to step down as best man because I genuinely can't afford it. Am I the asshole for drawing that line? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
No, you're absolutely not the ass. This guy, so your fucking parents are enabling him as well, which is probably why he is the way he is, which makes me wonder why you're not. But anyways, this guy's a real piece of work. No, you're absolutely not the asshole for drawing that line. The only thing I would change, again, I don't like doing the whole shoulda, coulda, woulda, but the only thing that I would have done differently in his shoes is I would have, before I contacted him, I would have gotten all of the, what are they called? Groomsmen?
The groomsmen.
Yeah, on the same page. On the same sheet of music. Or I would have called his ass out on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
And then, but that's a little dangerous because what if everybody wants to do it and then you're the only one that doesn't? Then that's, if everybody else wants to do it and you're the only one that does, that don't, then that's problematic. So I would have called them. Maybe do like a group call with all of them, like without him or whatever, just get on the same sheet of music.
Yeah.
Because if everybody's saying the same thing, then like you hold all the cards.
Yeah. Then I've been like, hey, bud, so we all talked about it. And this is really expensive for everybody.
No one's going to do this. You're the only one. So my rebuttal would have been, okay, since all of us are on the same sheet of music and none of us are going to do this, you pay for it and we'll go. Put it on your fucking credit card. You know what I mean? I do understand the concept of it's a once in a lifetime thing, but it's once in a lifetime for you, right? This is your wedding, and this isn't even the wedding.
Yeah,
like, this isn't even the fucking wedding, and that's why I said that, because this is just your bachelor.
That's what
party.
I was. Yeah,
and if you want to do all this, that's fine, but you're gonna fund it. At least you're gonna fund most of it, right? I'll tell you what I can afford, maybe, I guess, if even that's an option for these guys. I don't know.
That is a lot of money to throw down on someone's bachelor
party. It's fucking selfish too, because you know that your brother, your younger brother, I think, is saving up for a house. And you want him to blow all his fucking money on a party.
Yeah. I think it's just completely selfish anyway, just because it's your wedding and it's a big deal to you. Obviously, yes, it's very exciting. Congratulations on your wedding and da-da-da-da-da. But just because you want to blow all this money on your wedding doesn't mean I want to blow all this money on your wedding.
Exactly.
I want to spend like a minimum amount.
Yeah, and
teeny tiny, like $100.
Going to this is not the trip for you, but yeah, definitely not the asshole. I think again, the only thing there's power in numbers for this one, and you getting everybody on the same sheet of music gives you all the power in the world.
Yeah.
Especially if all of them are like, no, I'm not fucking doing that.
I think too.
Stop enabling this fucking guy.
Yeah. I think also you being his brother, and if you're the one to bring it to all the other groomsmen, it's gonna hold significantly more weight than if like one of them was like, hey, I don't know, man. Like, should we say something? I don't know. Like,
yeah, that's true.
They're probably all like, maybe his brother's gonna say something. Like they're probably waiting for you to do something, you know.
Especially as the best man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not only are you the best man, but you're also his brother.
That's a good point.
So they're like, if his brother says something, they can duke it out like brothers do, and they'll probably be fine tomorrow.
They were probably waiting for that on the Zoom call. Why would you let the Zoom call end?
That's what I was thinking too, is that like you need to think about your position, your relationship with the groom in like comparison to everybody else. And if you feel like maybe it's the most appropriate for you to be the one, because sometimes you got to step in and like bring them back down to reality a little bit.
Reality check.
Yeah. Sometimes people just get really like wedding and like
I think this guy's just a fucking tool.
You gotta tone it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's what this is. I think this is just his personality, especially because his parents are continuing to enable him to be like, oh, yeah, that's fine. It's just your brother. Just put it on a credit card.
Honestly, the
like,
absolute
why don't you fucking
legends
pay for it, then?
Walking across the casino floor fucking did me in. So
yeah, fucking, this guy's a fucking nerd. But yeah, absolutely not the asshole for drawing that line in the sand. The only, like I said, the only thing that I would do differently or do from this point is include the other groomsmen or the groomsmen, I guess, and just get on the same sheet of music and be like, look, man, nobody's doing this. If you want to go by yourself, go ahead. But like we're not doing this.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. But,
what'd you have in the comments?
Yeah, so I had a few here. The first one said, well, your parents didn't specify which credit card, so ask for theirs to put it on.
That's smooth.
So I thought that was funny. And then another person said, I was thinking that if the parents wanted him to go so badly, they should foot the bill for his attendance. Don't put your financial stability in jeopardy to fulfill his dream party.
Fuck no.
And then they go on to say, I don't know why these bachelorette shindigs have gotten so out of hand. They used to be one night out in town and have morphed into these like multi-day destination extravaganzas that should be paid for by everyone except the bride and groom. It's expensive enough to be in the wedding party for the wedding, but then add on these parties, it's ridiculous. So
I think that's
100%.
I think he's just trying to emulate? Is that the word? Emulate influencers.
Oh yeah, that's part of what he said, that he tries to like
he tries
perpetuate
to
this certain lifestyle on Instagram.
That's why he wants to do this.
And
is that they want this big flashy thing, even though you probably can't afford it. What was the? I'm not even gonna say it because I don't know what it is, but it was like Temu, but it was a different thing.
Oh, the Alibaba.
What is?
I think that's like Temu.
Oh, okay, Alibaba.
Yeah,
okay,
where you can just like get cheap shit.
Oh, okay.
For cheap, I don't know. It looks
kind of jewelry that turns you green.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I imagine.
Sounds like It sounds like he just wants to not flaunt, but he wants to pretend like he has that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And he's just he doesn't.
100. That's all that it is.
Yeah. So why in the fuck do we need to feed into that?
Because he needs to go with the squad.
Fucking dweeb.
Yeah. Well, the last one says, and he really thinks they'll look like legends in Vegas in velvet jackets and giant cheap watches. Forget the cost. That alone would make me refuse to go. Not the asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. You're not wrong. Especially if you're doing the strip in the middle of the day.
I know. I'm like,
August.
You're going to be like, it happened one time.
It only needs to happen once. That is a rookie mistake. And especially that, and then in like velvet, or what is it, velvet jackets or whatever?
Yeah, velvet jackets. Maroon, so they're dark.
Yeah.
Oof.
This sounds like an awful party. Honestly, like...
This guy sounds dumb.
This makes me hopeful, or not hopeful, but makes me hope that your spouse or your fiance, I guess, the bride, plan the wedding and not you. Because if you had any part in it, it's going to be
it's probably just some gaudy shit. And
this is why I don't like people, because they do shit like this. Like, why are you being dumb?
You're something else.
God, I'd be the first one on a fucking Zoom call to call you out on your shit. Like, you said what?
Yeah, I'd definitely be like, this is a lot.
I'm good, man. You can go.
That's excessive.
Get back. But yeah, that's wild. That's oof. Absolutely not the asshole though.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that was fun.
That was a good one. I like that.
So I didn't get any like comments or anything for a rant or rave of the week. So there's
a lot of comments. It's just none of them were like stood out as like super funny or like.
Yeah, I didn't want it to like be forced or anything like that. Of like, oh, look at that, because then I didn't want it to make it seem like we were like mocking.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's so fair. I just figured, let it be genuine when it is.
Okay.
And we'll just let it be.
So do you have a rant of the week?
Yeah, so I went with like kind of a personal one.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that it will actually be a factual rave of the week by this time this comes out on Thursday. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
So today, Nigel decided that he wants to go get his hair cut.
Oh.
And I don't think I've ever said this on the mic either, but he's autistic, so getting his hair cut has always been kind of an issue. Over the years, we learned that we just need to cut it very, very quickly here at home and then like immediately wash it off.
He's gotten better for sure.
Yes, he's gotten a lot better. But today we like sat down and I pulled up a YouTube video of somebody cutting a little boy's hair, and it was like like an up close video.
Okay.
So you could actually watch them cutting it, and they were like showing the clippers close up, and I was like, see, they got that little thing on there, and how it's cutting his hair. It's not cutting his skin. It's not giving him any out. Like, I was trying to like talk him through the whole thing, and he was getting all excited about it.
Okay.
And then even today, I actually forgot that we had talked about it. And we were on the way home, and he was like, Mom, are you taking me to get my hair cut? And I was like,
okay.
Whoop. And also, I was like, well, you want to do it on Wednesday?
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, you can take me on Wednesday to get my hair cut. So I was like,
okay.
All right.
Where are you guys going?
So I was going to take him to that cookie cutters place. They do kids' haircuts.
Okay.
They have like little, they're like little cars that they sit in. It's not like the barber chairs. They're like, they're shaped like cars.
I wonder if you should go either first thing in the morning when they first open, or like right before they close.
Yeah, I was thinking we're probably just gonna have to go early.
Yeah,
and just go there and come right back. And
yeah, but I mean, he's getting a lot more advanced. I think he's.
Yeah,
because even like our oldest, he went through like he wasn't talking for a long time, and then all of a sudden, like one day, he just started and he hasn't stopped. It's just been, you know what I mean. So I think now he's just gonna be the same way, you know what I mean? And it really has been too. He's gotten super advanced.
Yeah.
So he may be ready for, you know.
Yeah, I feel like he's like awoken.
I think
you know, like
he's having full conversations.
I know, but it's just funny that like I would see these videos sometimes of people being like, "Do you remember when you like gained consciousness when you were a kid? Like you just became fucking aware." And like I would, you know, sometimes think back on it, and I'm like, I don't know if I remember when I had that moment. I feel like I can kind of guess around the moment when we've like it seems like he's kind of made that switch a little bit, where it's like now we can actually like communicate stuff and have like full conversations, and if he doesn't understand something, he doesn't just say okay and walk away. Like he'll actually ask questions until he understands and all this stuff. So I'm like, thank God,
100%.
We're getting somewhere. But yeah, so we're all gonna go on Wednesday.
Okay,
so if you're listening to this on Thursday, let's hope it went well. I mean, really, at any point for listening to this, I hope it went well.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yep. Well, you can talk about it next week.
Yes. If you have any suggestions for getting your kid through a fucking haircut, please.
Give him his tablet.
Yeah, because like his haircuts come out fine when we do them at home, but it would be nice to get him like to go from either like his options right now are either like straight buzz cut or like he's got a mop on his head. Or it's like in the growth process in between.
Exactly.
He has yet to have like any kind of styled haircut. I'm really hoping that we can do that. So
hopefully. Let's
hope that it went well and we both didn't leave crying.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, Jesus. Well, hopefully it goes well.
I hope so too.
Well, we did a introductory thing with our oldest for his first haircut, and he just sat on my lap. So I wonder if we just do that.
No, we did that, and he screamed the entire time.
Now.
Oh now. Well, I can't do that there because, like I said, they're little cars. Like it's literally the seat is like a little car. It's like
he might love that.
That's why I was thinking if we do it, that we would go there first.
Treat it like a shot.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, let's go and do that. You get to sit in his
car, and then you get to go get
either froyo or ice cream. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but something.
There you go.
I'm all for the bribery.
Just in time for his birthday, too.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like right at the end of spring break. So I'm like, okay, let's get you going back to school looking fresh.
Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody I know. Malachi was like, I'm not cutting my hair until June. And I'm like,
okay.
I'm about to take the fucking clippers to it myself. Like,
he's always changing his mind. Kids always are.
I know. It's just a mop right now, but it's fine.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Good energy.
Yeah, that was all I had for today. Do you have anything that you want to add in?
I don't think so. No, let us know what you think of, or if you haven't already. This comes out on Thursday, right? 26th?
Yes.
Yeah. So let us know what you think about the Rants on the Rocks.
Yeah, let us know if you like it. If you're down for the once a month, if you'd like it to be once a week.
Yeah, give us some feedback. Let us know.
Yeah, if you're tired of my Rant Files episodes, let me know.
You can just do Rants on the Rocks every week. That might be a good split. We can do one Rant Files.
That's how it started off.
And Rants on the Rocks, yeah.
That's literally how it started. The only reason we made the switch was because of tax season, and we're coming up on the end of it. So
let us know what you think.
If this only needs to be for like a first quarter, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let us know if you want one Rant Files and one Rants on the Rocks every week, and we'll do that. Yeah, I like it. That's all I got.
Yeah, well, that's all I've got also. So, as always, if you're enjoying listening to the podcast, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And then aside from YouTube and Spotify and now Apple Podcasts, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, School, and TikTok, all under The Ranting Podcast. So, come hang out. And while you're there, keep ranting.
There it is.
And come tell us about it. Okay, bye.
Bye.